Let's transition to Embiid, man. Let's transition into Embiid for a minute. So me and you this week have been discussing. We've been debating, so to speak.
Yeah.
If should the Knicks not trade for Embiid, but should the Knicks give the package up that they offered the Sixers? Now
Yeah.
the Sixers haven't accepted, but
It's
hey, can you tell us what the Knicks have offered for Embiid?
Okay, the package that they're offering that I saw circulating yesterday in the internet
Yeah.
world that they're saying that is out there. They said the Knicks are willing to pull a royal flush and give up Randall, RJ, Mitchell Robinson, Fournier for a salary dump, and 2 to 3 first round picks for Embiid, for Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to do that.
I just feel like, listen, my thing is that how many times the Knicks got fucked when it comes to like these kind of big trade packages. Like, we get the guy, and we don't do nothing with it. So my thing is like,
Well,
okay,
really, it was just Melo. That was the big time we got
yeah,
fucked.
that was the thing. Yeah, because we could have won with Melo, but I feel like we just gave a little bit too much for Melo. You know what I mean? Like, and
We gave
especially,
up all the depth. Absolutely, I agree with that.
and I feel like with this trade package, and this is what I was trying to say, we're giving away 3 starters for one. You know what I mean? And people
RJ, Randall, and who?
and Mitch and Fournier. But
Wasn't it
Fournier,
3 out of the 41 and not no? Wasn't it?
no, it was 3 starters. It was the three of our starters. Fournier for 2 to 3 draft picks. So that was my issue. I'm like, okay, not that I don't want Embiid, but do you really want to get 3 of our starters for one? Like, for Christ's sakes, the Knicks were the 3rd best team after the All-Star break last year. They went 14-8. You know what I mean? You're giving away 2 out of the 3 starters you want to trade for, the reigning MVP. They both averaged 20 plus points last year.
The reigning MVP, though, you just said.
Yeah, reigning MVP. I get it, but it's just that trade package. That trade package just, it made me feel a certain kind of way, and I'm like, Knicks, like, you stocked all this draft capital, you got all the young guys, you got the free agent steal of last season, and you want to like implode all of that for one person. That's my issue. Like, 3 starters for 1 starter, like. Imagine Philly.
Yeah, but who are you gonna get for him though? Like, how do you pull off an Embiid trade, brother? Like, you got to remember, he has been in the MVP running for the last 3 to 4 years. He's a special player. He's the top, arguably top 5 player in the league, arguably top 3.
Okay,
right?
Okay, I agree.
You give up. Okay, let's say you don't give him up. You're not winning a chip with this team. And the reason why we've been stockpiling the drafts is to make a move like this.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I can live with RJ Barrett and first of all, Mitchell Robinson, right? We have Hartenstein coming off the bench, right? I think he's a really good backup. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love Hartenstein. I thought he was a great signing last year too from the Clippers.
Right. Mitch can't shoot. Mitch clogs the floor. You see, Mitch is who Mitch is, man. Yeah. I like Mitch in certain spots. He did really well against Cleveland last year. You know what I'm saying? He dominated the Twin Towers over there last year. He did his thing. But let's not get it twisted. I'll pack his bags fucking for him, and I'll drive him to the fucking airport, and we get him out of here. RJ Barrett is a good piece. You know who he's gonna have to give him up in the trade. And Fournier's a salary dump, obviously, and he doesn't play. And who was the 4th one?
Randall.
No, potentially Randall. It's 3 out of 4 they wanted, right? So it didn't have to be Randall.
Well, they the one that I saw that I sent you guys on the thread, and that they keep on bringing up is that package, the royal flush, like they're trying to go full house on motherfuckers. And the thing is too is that Philly's the one who's asking for this much. They're saying that Philly, Daryl Morey, is asking for that much.
But the Knicks, I think the Knicks offered 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3 out of the 4. But let's say for shits and giggles, you throw Randall in that. And then what? Is it 3 draft picks?
2 to 3 first round.
The first rounds are going to be low.
Yeah.
Okay, that's first. So they're not going to be, in my opinion. You might get a steal. You might develop them, but then you might not. It's a gamble, right? Anything's a gamble, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But like we said, RJ has hit his ceiling already, in my opinion. Randall has pretty much. I heard him on the pregame with Stephen A. Smith tonight. This is his 10th year in the league. Randall, will he get incrementally better in certain things? Yes, probably. But at the end of the day, he pretty much he is who he is.
Yeah.
I like Randall. You know, I'm a big Randall guy.
We Randall's growing on both of us because we both like if we both came in like started the podcast was like, oh, Randall gotta go, Randall gotta go, and then like over the summer we were like, yo, who else we got? You know, so
let's put some respect on his name. But
you know what I mean.
I think you got to pull that trigger, man. And I still think you have Grimes. You still gonna have Hartenstein. You know, depending on what Quick's contract looks like. You know, what I'm saying, you still have Quick. You still have Jericho Sims. You still have McBride. No, Jericho Sims is a serviceable backup, man. You know, and we heard today that I think what did Q say? Q said that Spider didn't sign his contract extension.
Yeah, he didn't sign his extension.
So the writing's on the wall in Cleveland. The writing's been on the wall since he arrived there, right?
Yeah.
He told Danny Ainge, I want to go to the Knicks. Danny Ainge is being a dick. You know what I'm saying? Spider's gonna fucking end up in New York because even they saying Pat Riley's gonna try to outbid. Spider's gonna say, look, Donovan's gonna say, look, you can trade me. You can trade all your fucking assets for me you want. Because as soon as my contract's up, I'm walking out the door. I'm going to hang on my pops at the Mets game. I'm gonna be a New York Knick.
Yeah, what? I'm sorry. That's funny that you mentioned Pat because there was a rumor out there that Pat's trying to, Pat's always fucking with the Knicks. That's why I said fuck Pat Riley to this day. He's still they threw exactly. Fuck them, Stone Cold, 2 middle fingers up. They were saying that he was willing to trade. Now this is today. They said that he's willing to trade Adebayo and Duncan and a couple of first round picks for Embiid.
Adebayo and Duncan
and what's it? I forgot.
I don't think that gets it done either. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's that. But you know what? Pat Riley and Miami, they get away with shit like that. They give teams away bums.
Yeah, but Daryl Morey's.
I feel like with the Knicks, they always try to fuck the Knicks in the ass with no.
They do. But everyone in mother gonna try to get a beat.
Like I know me and you were debating, and they got a little chippy or misunderstood or whatever between the lines. But that my thing is that I just don't like the Knicks getting disrespected and like doing these kind of trade packages because we get fucked. Like I was doing a lot of analyzing and writing and stuff like this, and I'm like, all right, if we do pull this trade, right, then our starting lineup was gonna be Brunson, Embiid, Hart, Grimes, and IQ. That's a very small lineup. And then our bench is going to be Vincenzo, Hartenstein, McBride, and Sims. Like, I don't really see in that team reaching the ceiling of this team now. If Spider comes next year, yeah. But like, my thing is depth. I love depth, no homo. I love depth on a team. We need that. And if you give away 3 starters for 1, it doesn't make sense. That's like some old school Knicks shit, bro.
Nah, I agree. I understand where the fear is coming from, but
I just don't want to take a step back further.
You gotta pull the trigger for Joel Embiid, my brother. Like he's a generational talent. Him and Brunson together. Okay. Remember, there's not really a lot of big threes left in the league. That's kind of phasing out. Yeah, you still got the big three. You got we're going back into the duo shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand the depth, but we can fill some roster spots out. You know what I'm saying? I think you got. I don't think with this team presently constructed, we saw tonight.
That they could take us to the promised land.
We're not beating the Celtics. We're not going to beat Milwaukee. Who else is in the East? Cleveland's getting better.
Cleveland. They talk about Philly. If Philly, if James Rand, if that Embiid Harden situation, the Harden situation, I apologize.
Yeah, Harden situation.
But I feel like
Miami.
Brooklyn. You got to watch out with Brooklyn.
You got to watch out with Brooklyn. I don't think they better than the Knicks right now, but it's a lot of good teams, man. Do you go maybe end up 3 tops? I think that's the ceiling for them. 3 tops, man. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I see them. I could say top 3, top 4, top 5. 3, 4, 5. I can see the Knicks 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right in that. Because with this Thibodeau team, the way we playing defense and even the way we came out tonight in the second half, you could see that we could beat these teams. But when we play a team like the Boston Celtics, a stacked Boston Celtics team now, we got to come out on all cylinders. You know what I mean? On transition, shooting, 3-pointer, defense, we have to come out guns blazing. We can't start slow against teams like this because this is gonna be the whole outcome the whole year.
And I ain't even mentioned the West.
Oh my God!
I didn't even mention that we get by if we somehow miraculously get out of the East,
Yeah.
so who's gonna go up against Jokic?
Oh my God, yo, you said
Hartenstein? No, Hartenstein.
Mitchell,
No, man. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Who's gonna go up against Phoenix? Who's gonna go up against Golden State? I mean, who?
The
You tell
Lakers.
me. The Lakers.
Memphis when they have full strength.
Memphis.
It's just so many teams. Even the young teams, like look at the Spurs.
Antonio.
Ooh, look at that. Great minds thinking like San Antonio is gonna be crazy because that Wimboy, that kid is gonna be the truth, man.
The Mavericks.
Exactly. With a healthy. Imagine
the
now
Clippers.
Oh my God.
The Kings. We forgetting about the Kings.
Yeah, the Kings. Put respect on the King's name.
Yeah, put some respect in the King's name, man. Fucking it's just crazy, man. Thunder.
No, yeah, exactly. Young Thunder. Yo, Gilchrist. You heard what Gilchrist was saying? I mean, not Gilchrist. Shea Alexander.
Yeah, Shea Gilchrist.
Shea Alexander say he coming out this year like on some Jordan shit. He's like, if Jordan had to learn how to play the triangle and learn how to play off ball, I'm gonna do that. So shit. Right now,
I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna. Honestly, I think this is wasted talk because I don't think the 76ers are gonna take that deal. I think they're gonna be so many ill packages coming at him. I don't think he's gonna take that deal. But the rumblings are he does want to be a Knick, but that doesn't mean he's gonna end up being a Knick. But hypothetically, I would pull that trigger. You know what I'm saying?
That same trade package, like the 3 starters at Fournier and the first round picks.
I give him anybody they want, man.
Damn. The thing
Julius Randle and RJ Barrett are the key centerpiece, key pieces in that trade, right? The bookends of that trade, correct?
Yeah.
Bro, we're not winning with them, brother. Damn. We're not winning with them. What are we stockpiling draft picks for and gathering assets up for what then?
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Is this that
I understand where you're coming from. The depth. You want to get the young. You want to develop the young players. How long have we been developing RJ so far?
Yeah, you're right. The thing is that
how did the Obi Toppin's development work out?
Well, it didn't work out. It didn't work out well. But why? Why? Because Thibodeau really didn't.
Thibodeau's still the coach.
Yeah, he still didn't want to start the kid. That's why he was telling Thibodeau, "Yo, you wilding." You know what I mean? I can't wait to see Obi this year with the Pacers. Even though I hate the Pacers, but I want to check out Obi how he gonna develop with it. Hopefully, he does his thing out there. But
I didn't even mention it. I didn't even mention the Timberwolves or I mean, there's so many fucking teams. Man. There's a gauntlet out there. But
Timberwolves. Who else? The West.
There's a lot of teams. The West is fucking stacked.
But it's not even fair. You got a young Portland team. That young Portland team is gonna be.
I like the way Portland is gonna look. Yeah, man. So we agree to disagree. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Next time we get Q1 here, he could be the tiebreaker.
Well, from the thread, he's on your side. He want Embiid by all costs too. He said it too. He's like, "Yo, we got to sacrifice." The only thing is, I'm down for the sacrifice, but damn, I don't want to give you the whole fucking cow, the whole herd. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a cow, but not the whole herd.
Who would you offer for him?
For Embiid? All right.
Be realistic. Let's be real. Let's not be unrealistic trade. Let's be a realistic trade that you think will get it done.
Okay, I'll give RJ because he has to be a component. He has to be a component. Unfortunately, even though RJ's going with me tonight's performance, the performance he did in the summer, you could tell he's a valuable piece. So I'll put RJ. I'll throw in Quick. I'll throw in Mitch, Fournier for a salary dump, and the picks. Because if you throw in Randall,
that's a lot, though. That's still a lot.
It's still a lot, but at least
that's basically the same trade.
Yeah, but at least with Randall, the way I'm looking at it. All right, this is the way I'm looking at it.
Maybe Quick is probably gonna leave. We're gonna talk about that in a minute, but go ahead.
Yeah, the way I'm looking at it is the thing that sparked my mind was the whole Milwaukee trade. Right? People said that Milwaukee gave a lot just to get Lillard. Right? But if you have Lillard, and you have Giannis, who's gonna wind up getting mad love from that trade being mad open? Middleton, right? I feel like probably Randall could be that guy if he doesn't get shipped off to Philly for that. Embiid and Brunson, they're gonna be lethal. They're gonna be Danny Glover, and Mel Gibson. And then you keep a guy like Randall. Randall gonna get mad love. And people forget Randall, he could pass too. So imagine having those two guys, man. I'm just looking at it. There's so many scenarios, and then you think about the past of stupid trades the Knicks got, and you know, I know you saying that Spider want to be a Knick, but how many times the Knicks got shafted? You know, it's just a history.
No, but there's a difference. I agree. We always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I get
exactly.
it,
you know, hold on. Let me just get this point across. My fault. Like you remember that year we were supposed to get Garnett and Chris Webber. Who we wind up getting? McDice. You know what I mean? Like we always the bridesmaid.
But I like McDice. He got hurt though, right?
Yeah. But
Antonio McDice was nice. Yeah.
But was a McDice or Webber a Garnett type of character? Was he gonna be that dude that's gonna get us over the hump?
We were supposed to get KD and Kyrie. We got Julius.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
But there's a difference, son. I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. These guys didn't have attachments, roots in New York. You know what I'm saying? Everything Spider has showed us thus far is that he wants to come in.
Yeah, indicates they want to be an egg. Yes,
he was when he got before he got traded. He was hanging out in New York that whole summer. Him and Quickly's hanging out. He swore he was coming here. You know what I'm saying? He was ingratiating himself with the Knicks. Like I said, his father works for the Mets. He's from Connecticut. Connecticut is a hop, skip, and a jump past the BX.
You know it's a plus. You know it's a plus to throw what you're saying. Who's coaching St. John's this year?
Yeah,
Rick Pitino, his old Louisville coach. That's another real too.
Yeah,
you know your old
Pitino, a former Knicks coach, a Queens guy. Pitino's from Bayside.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And Pitino's the one who
Queens get the money.
You know what I mean? And he's the one who embedded this winner into that believed in Donovan. So while I see it, I'm with you, my brother. I'm with you.
I think I can't see Spider going anywhere else. I mean, unless he's a rental, right? At the end at the trade deadline. How many years he has left in his contract? This year and one more, right?
Who, Spider?
Yeah.
I think this year's the extension year, and then next year he's gone.
So he'd be no. How many years left in his deal? This year, the rest of this year, and I think one more year. Can we look that up? Let me see.
Yeah, I got you right now.
But let's say he winds up on a championship team and he wins. That's the only way I can see him. But I think that his heart is set on coming to the Knicks. I could be wrong, but I got a gut feeling that he's gonna end up a Knick. And let's play fantasy for a minute.
I'm sorry. He's under contract for the next 2 seasons and has a player option
this season plus one more.
Yes, sir. So he has a player option for 25-26.
A player option. Okay, so let's say 2 more years. Yeah. So it's premature. He won't be traded at the deadline this year. Probably next year, but still. Yeah. So that might be premature, but let's just say the Knicks next year. Let's say he goes to Cleveland and goes, look, at the end of this year, right? He plays at the end and goes, listen, I'm gonna walk out the door next year. Trade me to something. You know, players have a lot of power now. They can force their way out of places very easily now. It's not these contracts are not even worth the paper they're fucking written up on anymore. Let's be honest. Let's say he walks out, we get Embiid, we have Brunson, and he says, you know what? Oh, hell yeah, I gotta get to the Knicks. Now it's up. You know what I'm saying? So he goes to Cleveland. Listen, I'm gonna walk out the door. I'm not going to Miami. I'm gonna sabotage through the media. You know, because that's what players do. They'll tell you, I'm not going to I don't want. You see, Dame Lillard, he was basically saying, I want to go to Miami, and that's it. And I was I know he ended up in Milwaukee, but he kind of fucked a lot of leverage up for other teams.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, so let's say, long story short, the Knicks wind up with Embiid, Brunson, and Spider.
Man, that's a championship. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you as much.
It'll be top heavy, but are you gonna be worried about fucking Brando and fucking RJ and Fournier's bullshit contract, and who else they said and fucking
Mitch
and get the fuck out, get all these niggas out of here. Not all of them, but you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
But is it worth it? Is it worth it waiting waiting those 2 years for Mitch to be a free agent?
I don't know. I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be another year. I think he's gonna be out of next summer. I think that
so he has. Even though he's going to be a free agent next summer, right? He got this year, next year.
This summer he won't be a free agent. The one after, 25. But he's gonna go into a walk year. You know what I mean? So he'll either be traded that summer or at that next deadline.
So if we do pull the trigger and we trade all these guys for Embiid, and then we have a chance to pull the trigger for Mitch, who else we got to get Mitch? You understand what I mean? Like that's the thing. I'm thinking like further down the line, who else we got to trade to give the cash for Mitch? I mean, for Mitchell. Sorry.
We have. Well, I gotta look at the books, but we have quickly, right?
Okay.
If you don't, we're about to talk about quickly in a minute. Grimes, right?
Imagine if they asked for a Hartenstein or they asked for a Vincenzo, they asked for a Hart. Then who else we got?
I take Vincenzo out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, true. The way he played tonight, he had
play tonight or not play tonight. He's no Mitch. He's no Donovan Mitchell. No matter how you slice that shit.
Yo, my man had an open 3 tonight, and I'm like, yo, if you make it, that's it. You're an official Knick and clunk. I was like,
plus
damn.
We have what? Don't we have like 11 the first round picks or something like that? So if we give up 3 or 4 right now, we still have we can give up 5 or 6 picks. Now, as much as I like Spider, he's not Embiid. He's not going to demand that much. I mean, he's going to demand a little something, but not. Especially when they lose the leverage, they know he's walking out the door. Yeah. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? So it's, we'll see. We don't know. We don't know. But I believe
this. I'll be honest. This is the first time in my lifetime that I'm saying this about the Knicks. That I'm not. That I'm saying, yo, keep who we got. Keep who we got. If you would have spoke to me 2 years ago, Cash, when you first met, I'd be like, yo, trade everybody to get an MVP.
A lot of people feel the way you do, and I do too. I don't necessarily disagree with the philosophy of it, and if we were starting from scratch, I'd say, and we didn't know what we had. If we had a bunch of young boys in it, and we have young guys, but we have a bunch of guys that we didn't know what.
Randall's the oldest dude.
But if we didn't know what they were, I would say, you know what? Let's try to develop these guys. But these guys have been here for 4 or 5 years already, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And where have we gone? We've gone to the second round in the playoffs, right?
I was looking at the playoff stats. Now that you bring up the playoff stats, and I know me and you and Q and a bunch of Knicks fans, we killed Randall and Barrett in the playoffs. Yeah. But I was looking at the stats. They didn't play as bad as we were bashing them about. Like Barrett surprised me going back to the stats. He was the second best player for the Knicks in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he can't shoot.
Brunson. That's the thing. Yeah, that last game he played horrible,
and he can't shoot.
Yeah, but
this whole league is shooting.
Yeah, now it's all shooting. But I'm
spacing and shooting. Like you can't shoot. You fuck the whole spacing up. Look at Mitch. That's why I want to get Mitch out of here. As much as he's a good rim protector, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right.
He's just a terrible. He can't shoot. Gotta shoot. Look at Porzingis. Look how he opens. Celtics are already lit. Look how he opens that offense up.
Yeah, man. He was 5 for 3, man. He was making it like nothing.
A 7'3" dude in the corner. Now the whole that opens all the lanes for Tatum. That opens the lanes for White. That opens the lanes for Brown. That opens the lanes, Horford, whoever, you know what I'm saying? It's
the whole squad, Pritchard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? White, all those guys, man. You're absolutely right. That
Drew Holiday. I mean, come on, man. It's like
guys like Mitch and Gobert, they're the old school center. The old school center, like an 8 and 2, because Ayton is not that spread the floor. I'm a shooter guy too. Those 3 guys, like since we're talking Knicks, Mitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the old school centers. If you would have put Mitch like in the early 2000s, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. If you keep Mitch, give him a lob, block a couple shots, get like 14, 15 rebounds, keep that motherfucker. But you're right. Yeah. The big man now, you have to stretch the floor, you have to shoot.
Yeah, look at Yoke, man. Yoke last night, I think he had a triple-double last night. You saw the game last night? It's crazy, man.
Yo, and now that you mentioned
he gets a triple-double in his sleep, man. He's a fuck,
Easy. And I'll be honest, that we talking Knicks and Embiid and stuff, I really feel like Jokic should have won again MVP. He almost averaged a triple-double last year. I feel like Embiid should have won Jokic's first MVP year. The year that Jokic won the first MVP.
I agree.
That was Embiid's
I can see that.
That was Embiid's year.
Embiid had to get one, though. Embiid had to get one in there.
Yeah. But I feel like Jokic's first year, that was Embiid's year. And then this year they got it wrong. And just to be political, they gave it to Embiid because they fucked up.
Like kind of like they did with
Kobe, and Nash. You know what I mean? Kobe averaged like 34, and you give it to Nash? Are you kidding me, bro?
Like some lifetime achievement award shit.
They be political on some shit. They gotta, it's like when you're watching a game, they miss a call on this end, and then they call the foul on the other end. Like, come on now,
even it out.
Exactly. So,
but imagine Embiid, brother, at the 5, take you off the hand, take you off the dribble, could shoot. Go down low, footwork, post move. Like him and Jokic are like this to me. Jokic might be a little bit better, but you see Jokic when when the 3 ain't falling, he goes down and bangs, footwork, turnarounds, jump hooks, all that shit.
His court vision,
it's crazy,
bananas, bro.
But like you said, Mitch is the new
Mitch is an old school center.
Mitch is an old school center, but So is Jokic, but he's a hybrid. He can do both because you need to do both, in my opinion. Because when the jump ain't falling and when teams get physical in the players, you got to go down and bang. He can do that too. But then you can go out and, like we said, we can open up the court with the spacing and everything. So that's amazing.
I fuss with Jokic. He's one of my favorite players right now.
It took me a while to jump on that Jokic wagon and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just watched him up when he was younger, a little younger in Serbia. You know what I mean?
I knew he was nice. I just didn't want to give it to a non-American, you know what I'm saying? I was like, they taking over the game, nigga. Like,
they all low key.
Yeah, they are. LeBron, where you at now?
My man didn't play ball all year. He was looking at horses, my brother. I look at horses, my brother, all summer long. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. But it's dope that the game is global.
Yeah.